terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Griffin's shot is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
For three.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And here is Jordan after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
my goodness.
Right. He probably just drone on as the broadcaster would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. The drive by Green, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clippers on defense, 19-point game. Curry, good.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Feeds to Mbah-a-Moute. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pierce inside the three-point line. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one. This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter, Greg, and they're really cooking now. Actually, cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
Here's Green. Pierce with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Paul with the bucket. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
Yeah, and Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
And Mbah-a-Moute, the pass to Jordan. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Warriors, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You know, the big thing for the Clippers is that they won some big games in Staples over tough opponents. I mean, also won 6 of their last 7 to secure the 3 seed in the West.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And one issue with the Clippers at home is that it didn't feel like they were at home. Blake Griffin said home court advantage is just not there for us. And this is on the heels of a loss where the crowd was cheering for the other team louder than the Clippers at times.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And Los Angeles with some changes. Griffin's checked in for Smith. Johnson comes in for Mbah-a-Moute. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And the Warriors also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Oh! Wesley Johnson. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go. You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Paul kicks to Griffin. Reddick dishes to Pierce. To the right side. Here's Griffin. Off target from the wing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looked like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbamute in the three spot. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. Lance Stevenson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Chris Paul. The Clippers shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Knocks it loose. Back to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Prigioni can't hit.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Curry. Stephen Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Smith. And it's sent back by Bogut. One-on-one fast break. And that one's good. 9 points for Iguodala.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
It's stolen by Green. Stephen Curry again.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, It's all been good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And really, last season, it was supposed to be a battle between the Warriors and Clippers for that Pacific title. But the Warriors just ran away with it, won the division by 11 games.
Here's Jordan, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green. For the Warriors, it was the third time they've ever won the division, last time coming in 1976. So, Clark, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, but they did it in style. 13-3 record against the rest of the division. That would be the best in-division winning percentage for any team in the NBA.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rivers comes in for Pablo Prigioni. And that one's good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Green slams it in.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry with it. Picked up by Rivers. And it's blocked. Stevenson outside. Smith with the basket on the assist from Stevenson. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go. Warriors leading by 18. It's Curry outside. Here's Bogut. That's good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Green kicks to Curry. That's good. Bogut's got 4 this quarter.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Mbahumute comes in for Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Paul's subbed in for Rivers.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here. Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
They get it back. Here's Griffin, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And it's Paul missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.